ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the f is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower, moisturizer, and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. What up? Anyway, gotta pay a little more if we late to the jet. Got a jet cause the boat even ate. And we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play a score for every Ablo project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. Oh, y'all girl, let it put so much into tonight. And you just don't care. Now stop playing games. Gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Tonight, just don't care. Playing games, girl, bring your downstairs.
I left something in the house.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me.
Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's all up next.
EA sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Dallas Cowboys taking on yet another NFC team, the Philadelphia Eagles. Again, everybody, alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
2 years ago, we saw Dak Prescott carted off the field with a major injury. And 2 years later, here he is leading his Cowboys into the Super Bowl. What a rewarding moment for one of the league's most inspirational players.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Again, it's Elliott. He juked him. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Prescott. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Maher is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Giving it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And now to common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goedert. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even
touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Hurts will throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Prescott on first down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the 29, Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 6-3, that's our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Prescott from the gun on third. A dump off to Elliott. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he says when walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Prescott. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is Smith with the ground. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 51 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy. Very nice pickup.
Prescott now from the 50. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Noah Brown, the Ohio State man, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conked off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hurts.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've come upon halftime. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the 4th quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught, Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing is Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On the draw, it's Pollard. Shifts past him at the 45. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4's what he got. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Able to hit his target Lamb. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time. The only way the defense goes from losing to battle.
And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 16. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 1 second down, Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Man open left side is Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Prescott yet again. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And he is caught by Lamb. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. Touchdown! Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles now down 17-13, a minute 13 to play. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down. And that's complete to Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Pass complete, Goddard. And he's going to be taken down right. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He's back to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's across for a touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Prescott. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Then the juke move, Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. It is not a game, it is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame, but when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
I'm downstairs. What do you mean?
Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Niners and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader, and that's Brock Purdy. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Purdy off the play fake. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On second down, McCaffrey. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Brock Purdy keeping it himself from a yard out. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And what a moment for him to start the Super Bowl right here. He's had his doubters over and over in his young career, and many of them question if he could truly be an NFL starter, let alone a Super Bowl starter. But here he is on the biggest day of the NFL season, leading a resurgent Dolphins team. How about a little bit of bonus history? He would be only the 3rd lefty to start and win the Super Bowl if he pulls this off, joining Hall of Famers Ken Stabler and Steve Young.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Now an option play on second down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Avoids him at the 40. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Now Purdy trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. On play action, here's Tua.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
1 quarter done and 3 more to play here in Super Bowl. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Tua now on first down.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. His pass caught at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
Tua going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going. And really the offensive line not helping him much. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. Oh, what a move. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run.
Each and every time, won't you?
Incomplete.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. First down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Throw left side, complete. That's Mason. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Here's Purdy. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game, so you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to...
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the 49ers have taken the lead. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they...
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl, abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua completes it to the tight end, Smythe. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the
and trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. But holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because you're...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 15. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll try and run right on the option. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Tua now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner, who's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Tua to throw again. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tua going to try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49ers settling in for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him as it is. There goes a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are right back in this football game. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a quarterback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
On 2nd and 11 now. Purdy. And this one too low.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Over the middle, complete. It's Jennings. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Yeah, this is only going to be a...
late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So Tua and the Dolphins down by 7. A little over 30 seconds remaining. And they have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on first down. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Tua to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy...
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered these.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by a three-time Pro Bowler, owner of over 35,000 passing yards in 11 seasons, the veteran Andy Dalton.
I love his football IQ. I love his ability to have people rally around him. And as he likes to remind me all the time when I get ready to call one of his games, I can run it a little bit too. A nice presence to have on your team.
Dalton right to the air. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
First and 10 for Dalton. Rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one in second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Murray. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray finding Marquise Brown. And the Cardinals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're
and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And what in the world? Sure if he just heard a whistle there, but for some reason he spiked the football. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown.
That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Give him 2 on the play there, and it'll be first down, Saints.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And it'll be Dalton again.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stumped the fake, and they take over the ball.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Looking long for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Good short hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Dalton, 1st and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This will be Dalton again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Touchdown, Saints!
Juwan Johnson, 28 yards. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, getting into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Dalton.
Oh, he still brings it in. Off the tip here on the deep shot.
Touchdown!
Juwan Johnson.
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Saints have cut the lead back down to 2.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. And this is caught. It's Brown. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Rondale Moore.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
So we have reached halftime here in what's it? And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with the lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've
gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Fumble recovery.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Saints take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field.
Here's Dalton to throw for it. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Nice run atone for it here on this drive.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Johnson's got it complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Touchdown, Saints.
Jerome Jackson.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Murray now on first down. Quick slant to Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. And the next-gen stats shows us the Taylor how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. At 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Dalton. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw, Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now Murray. This will be caught by Brown.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray.
And this will be swung out here for counter. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. And I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Dalton and the offense now. Down by a field goal. A little over a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Now Dalton. Pass complete, Thomas.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Here's Dalton.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. And a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great. But they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Dalton's throw complete there to Thomas.
And some space here.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Dalton.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. So now Dalton. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Big spot, Andy Dalton.
Got an open man, it's Olave.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone.
Well, Charles, I know you have a lot of questions. So do I about the decision there at the end. If they had the potential game-time field goal, yes, it would have been a long field goal, but they passed it up, and they lose the game.
And you're right, partner. We all have questions, but I don't think anyone's going to ask the question.